What's happening, y'all? It's Nefertiti, and I'm back with another reaction video, okay? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. I know it's been like a minute, like a hot minute, like a hot 5 minutes. But look, so, like I've been on this little TikTok kick, and this is another thing I came across, another video, a couple videos I came across on TikTok. And shout out to Fair Gray. I don't know, own copyrights to any of these videos. I'm just reacting to them. Okay, before we get into it, let me just disclaimer, like when you dating somebody or you go to marry them and you know they have children, please understand that it's a package deal. So if you date a man and he has kids, that's a package deal. If you date a woman and she has kids, that's a package deal. So if you guys date and it gets serious and y'all get to being married, you better, like, you got to take her and her kids, you gotta take him and his kids. Not just, oh well, I ain't gonna treat her kids right and only treat my kids right. I ain't gonna treat his kids right and only treat my kids. No, like when we get married, we're a family. Like if you don't want to do that, then don't marry somebody with kids. Like, okay, let's get into it.
Oh, say it again. Repeat what you said.
Look, I told you, I'm not doing this. Look, I can't support my own kids and then take care of yours. Like, it's mine. Yeah, yours.
My kids.
Your kid. That's what.
Okay, but we're married, so how is it my kid?
Yeah. We got our own, then it's yours off to the side. Like, I can't do that. Why is that?
What do you? But these are like questions that you should have been asking before we actually got married. Like, you came in
I was
knowing
cool with it for a little bit, but I didn't think I had to take care of a whole extra kid. That's wild.
So what were you gonna do? How does that make sense? Make it make sense to me, because you're not making any sense right now.
Get another job. That makes sense to me. That sounds perfect. That's
for me to get another job.
Yes, for you to get another job.
Okay, so everything that I do in the house, that don't count. That equals nothing. But when your kids, our kids, then I'm taking care of everybody.
I'll be slaving at work, working hard, just to what my whole check.
Who cooks? Who does everything when you're gone? Who's getting all the kids?
He said, I be slaving at work. First of all. And again, y'all, please don't be on here bashing nobody. We're not here to bash nobody. We're not here to talk down to them. You can definitely put your comments and your opinions in the comments below. Just, we're not going to put nobody down. But let's talk about this. Let's, like, break it down. They got married, all right? And he knew that she had a child. And he has kids that's not hers, okay? But she takes care of his kids. He's tired of taking care of her kid. And he's tired of his check just going to everybody. Let's do a reality check for the men. I'm going to keep it real with y'all, all right? Listen, I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing. When you are the man and you become the husband, you are the provider. I know some men are the 50-50, do 50-50. I get it. So some women work and men work too, so they can have two incomes in the household. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't. But you're still the provider. You're the head. You're the leader. So the man's the leader. He's the head. You're the provider. You have to provide. You have to protect. And if she's a stay-at-home mom, she's the one that makes sure the house is good. If everyone got food, making sure the kids go to school and the kids have everything they need. Now, when you want the woman to work, that means she's not going to be able to do everything you want her to do at the house. I'm just saying. So just keep this in mind, y'all. For y'all who want your woman to work just as much as you do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because a lot of women want to work anyways. Okay, I get it. But if you want her to work and you want her to work as much as you do, and y'all come in having an income, don't expect to have dinner done every night. Don't expect to have the house, the house should be clean. What I'm saying, don't expect for everything to be all peaches and cream when you come home and all nice and dandy, because when she comes home, she wants a break too. So you want a break and she wants a break too. So there needs to be some type of balance, which when you have a relationship, y'all can figure out what your balance is. I'm just saying, it's just my opinion. These are all just my opinions, okay? Everything.
If I'm working,
okay, I want you.
If I'm doing work, bills, I'm paying the car notes. Your car taken care of, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, all your stuff taken care of, right?
All our kids is taken care of as well.
That's the
in
least
the home.
you can do.
How is that the least?
That's the least.
That's
you
the
at
least.
home. I'm working like 60 plus hours. Where are we getting at?
So what you're saying is that what I'm doing in the house isn't work. Like everything that I do is work.
No, it's not work.
So that don't equal nothing. Is what you're telling me. And now, but now it's my kid.
They got Instacart. You can.
Okay, I want to say something. I want to make a comment. He's like bringing up everything he does for her, which I think is great because, you know, I really believe that you're supposed to do for each other. And if she has to get a job so their income can be where it needs to be, so be it. But this is why when men do stuff like this, when men bring up, I do this for you, I do that for you, I do this for you, I do that for you. This is why we have so many independent women who are bosses now. This is why. Because a woman don't want you to throw nothing in her face. Just like a man wouldn't want you to throw something in his face if you're doing something for him. But a lot of times when the men have the money, there's a lot of men that have money and they want the woman to stay home and they want the woman to take care of the home and all that. And when they get to throwing stuff in her face, well, I pay the bills. Well, I paid for your car. I make sure you got your hair done. I make sure. That's when the women start to have their mind. They might complain, but then they get on their boss stuff. And this is why women want to work. This is why women have their own businesses. This is why women don't want to depend on a man. And then we have this whole dynamic out here, like, oh, the independent woman, and oh, she wants to, oh, they're masculine and all this stuff because stuff like this. And I'm not saying this is the only reason why women are the way that they are. I'm saying a lot of times women take the initiative to work and get their own money and all that because of, oh, I did this for you, or I paid for this and I paid for that. When it's just like, let's be a team. Okay, you pay for stuff in the house and I take care. I make the house a home. Okay, if you stay at home, I make the house a home. I take care of the kids. It's not easy. Working and coming home and taking care of children is not easy. That's a job within itself. So yeah, it's crazy.
So that's not more that you could be doing.
I already work.
My kid, but it's our kids when I'm taking care of everybody. It's our
kids. Them three, they're mine. Oh, for sure, I'm gonna claim no, but that the extra one, that's not mine.
But that's not yours.
Nah.
When did that happen? Because coming into this, you knew.
Guys, and here's another thing. I ain't gonna keep stopping too much, but like, what upsets me is that like, people get in relationships and marriages, and I'm sure this is not the first time she knew that he felt this way, because people treat if it's a lot of people treat your kid differently if it's not their kid, and you can see it. You can tell they treat your kid differently. You just know it, and it's like, I feel bad for kids who have to deal with stepdads and stepmoms who mistreat them because their parents are with somebody who don't care for them. Like, I can't say I can't really say what I would do because I don't have children at the moment. I have nieces and nephews and I'm like a second mom to them, but I don't have my own children at home. I just don't know if I can be with somebody who's going to mistreat my... I know it. I can't do it. If you can't change how you are towards my child, when we can't work through that, and you don't want to work through it at all, I cannot be with someone who mistreats my baby. Like, that's me as a mom. I'm supposed to protect. And it was sad is like, they've been together, so they must have been together for a while. He already knew she had a child, and now he's feeling the pressure of all the weight of his kids, her kids, the household, and now she needs to get her kid to the side because she needs to pay for her own kid stuff because now he's not going to do it. Now listen to this though.
It was, and now all of a sudden it's not your kid.
It was cool at first, but I'm not doing it.
You feel like that's okay?
Hey, look,
you feel like that's okay?
I'm just trying to go to bed. You really just doing...
Hey,
I'm doing the work, okay? Doing too much.
How you know? What do you mean?
Alright, cool. We already had this talk. You already know what I said. I already shared my piece on it. I'm going to need for you to be woman enough to go ahead and get you a job.
No, I'm going to need for you to be man enough to own up to what you got, all your responsibilities up in here. You talk about my kid. When I don't understand when that happened that it became my kid.
Don't I take care of my three? Don't I help you take care of my three?
Take care of your three.
That's what I said.
We got four.
We ain't got one.
When we got married, we became one, and mine became ours.
I don't never remember.
Money up. Yours, mine, ours.
You don't even look like me, bro.
What that got to do with anything?
Bro,
what's attached to me is also yours. So you all of a sudden now you don't love my child.
Is mine.
So
if we did a DNA test, we're just gonna break it down to science. So we did a DNA test, right? On paper, it's gonna say I'm not the daddy.
That's besides the point.
No responsibility.
But we are married.
Hey, look, we can even take it back to the 1950s for real. I'm gonna take care of mine, but you have to take care of yours. You said scared, didn't you? You said this. That's all I can say.
All I'm saying is this: if that woman leaves him, and she ends up, go ahead. She might just go ahead and get a job after this. You know what I'm saying? Help out with the household. But if she ends up stacking her bread and leaving that man, I ain't saying he gonna be devastated, but it's like, try working a full-time job and being a single dad. Try it. Just try it. There's a lot of people who are not single parents that don't know how tough it is. You're probably saying to me, well, you don't have kids. How do you know? My siblings have kids, and I help my sister. I help raise my nieces and nephews. So it's not just me being there here and there. I watch it. I help them. Mostly my sister, because me and her live closer together. She has 5 kids. She's a single mom, and I help out a lot. She works a full-time job, and all the kids have her extracurricular activities. They're in sports, all this stuff, and she's a single mother. Try being single, okay, whether you're mom or dad. Try being a single mom. Try being a single dad. You have multiple children. They got to be in school. They need needs for school. They have pictures. They have food. They're growing. Every couple weeks, you got to go get some different clothes because they're growing out of their clothes. They're growing out of their shoes. Okay. One has a sport. Another one has after school activities. You have all this to do with your children while you have a full-time job. And not only that, by the time y'all get home, you still need to make sure that they have dinner every single night. Make sure each of them are good, and not just physically, mentally, making sure their mindset's good, praying over them, talking to them, helping them with their homework, pouring into them by yourself. You try it. You try it. It is not easy. And I just, this really hurts my heart for her, for other people who are in situations like this. And it doesn't matter if it's a mom or dad. There's single dads out there. There's single moms. So for a single parent, you know, my heart goes out to you, man. I'm praying for these people, and I hope that things get better, because this is sad. And not only that, the kids have to pay for it. And I feel bad for the kids who feel left out, cornered out, because of stuff like this. But look, if you guys like content like this, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like me to react to, as long as it's not like too crazy, you know, like too raunchy, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. We'll figure it out. But join the channel, all right? Like the channel, join the channel. Make sure you guys like. Also, all of my social media is in the description below. And I have a motivational channel where I talk about faith-based content. I have faith-based content, and I talk about life lessons. So that's a really good channel to check out. All right. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Stay tuned for the next one.